Hey everybody, this is Daryl with Motivation Through Recovery, and today we're going to talk about the petty stuff. The petty stuff, the baby steps toward your relapse. You know, just this past weekend, I was working with an organization that I love working with, and we were serving some guys who were in recovery. We were serving them breakfast and things of that nature. Well, when they got there, they literally started piling in, and we had pastries set out on just about every table. Well, the guys started coming in, guys started grabbing pastries, to try to tie them over till breakfast was served. But there was this one gentleman who came in and he was sitting at his table, and I heard him causing a little ruckus. I didn't know what that was all about, but when I asked him what was going on, he said to me, "Well, these guys came and took the box of pastries off our table, and they kept it all to themselves." And I was like, "Oh," I said, "Well, there's a box over there, and there's a box right here, right next to you. Why don't you, grab something out of there? It's the same pastries." "Man, I want that box that they had, man." I said, "Well, it's the exact same box." "I know, but they shouldn't be taking that box from us." And I said, "Brother, we are getting ready to serve you guys breakfast, a hearty meal. Do you really think that pastry is that big a deal?" And he said to me, "Yeah, it is." And I walked away thinking to myself, wow, this guy's letting himself be upset by pastry. I mean, pastry is dictating this guy's life right now. But how many times in our lives when we have allowed the petty stuff, the nitpicky things, the small things in life interfere with our life, interfere with our track that we're on in our sobriety? It may not be pastry, but what about the fact that somebody has stopped trusting you? That's petty because you cannot control what another person does. What if it's the fact that things didn't work out the way you thought they were? That's petty. You can't control some things that happen to you, but you can always dictate and control your future. So we're going to talk about how to not take the steps toward relapse and stay away from the petty stuff. The first thing you need to do when looking at the petty stuff is you need to go back and review the clip, review the tape. Take a look at the tape. Play it all the way through, as a mentor of mine used to say. Play the tape all the way through to make sure that you got all the right information. Is there really a reason for you to be upset about this thing? Is it a misunderstanding? Is it something that is going to add or take value away from your life? Ask yourself that question. Play the tape all the way through to make sure that you are doing what you need to do in that situation and not turn around and hurt yourself in the process that can lead to a much longer opportunity that can either work against you or either work for you. The second thing I gotta know is that when I'm looking at the petty stuff, is I gotta ask myself a question. Am I operating in my feelings or am I operating in my good sense? Am I operating in my feelings or am I operating in my good sense? So many times we have a tendency to be caught up in our feelings and our emotions that we don't use our good sense. So we make decisions that's going to cost us in the long run. So you got to ask yourself the question, am I operating out of my feelings or am I operating out of my good sense? If I'm operating out of my good sense, I'm not upset about this, but I'm looking at solutions. What can I learn from this? What do I hope to gain from this experience? That's me operating out of my good sense and not operating out of my emotions and my feelings and how I'm going to pay somebody back because based on the way I feel, or how I'm going to solve this situation and do something stupid that's going to cost me for the rest of my life based on how I feel. The last thing you want to do when you want to avoid taking those steps, taking those petty steps back to relapse, is you also want to take a look at what decision do I need to make in this moment? What decision do I need to make in this moment? Do I need to make the decision to go this way, or do I need to make a decision to go that way? Do I need to make a decision to go and totally just be upset and just feel that everybody is against me? Do I need to make the decision that I'm never going to be anything in life? Or do I need to make the decision that, you know what, I can learn from this. You know what, I can move past this. You know what, I can overcome this because my life is bigger than this. So the question again I'm asking you today is that those petty stuff, the baby steps toward relapse. Drop a comment below and let us know what are some of your petty stuff that you've allowed to trip you up in the past, or maybe some things that you're currently working on right now. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel, and share it with somebody who you think can use this information and help them through the journey as they deal with their own petty stuff. I'm Deryl with Motivation to Recovery. And remember, you are somebody, and you do